If you approach it now with a grinder and say, okay, I'll remove a few press marks which a seal always leaves behind, and now you feel like you want to make it cleaner, you take this grinder and carefully work on the surface, but in the end you're actually just damaging and completely ruining the surface there. You require a defined roughness, which is determined not only by its specific value but also by the overall topography. Here we can see how the knife has been guided along, and it's on these peaks and valleys that the sealing will ultimately rest. The issue for the seal isn't the height, so to speak, meaning the peaks, but rather it's always the valleys. Because nowadays we have a metal layered seal, which means this seal only sits right along this line where the groove has been pressed into it. So everything that's gray is essentially a sealing compound there, so we're actually only sealing there. Everything gold in color, we essentially have no sealing function. That's why it's important that with this surface, which we've now prepared perfectly here, we ultimately only have peaks that we can press down, but we can't fill the valleys with the hard material.